Hey you guys, how you doing? This is Real Talk, and I'm just coming to you with a new episode because I was watching a couple of YouTube. I hadn't been doing it lately, but I had a few minutes to spare, so I kind of watched a few things. We're going to get into some stuff here, but the name of this episode is Selling Tickets to the Truth. Now we got supposed quote-unquote truthers wanting to sell y'all tickets. Get your tickets now for $29.95 for the truth. Get them while they're hot, because the truth costs. Okay, I want to play a couple of clips of some vatos with the supposed truth, but I'm gonna let them run. Now these are longer clips, and I don't know where to cut them off, so they're gonna abruptly cut off. But it is what it is. But I'm gonna play some audio here, and this one vato is Polite, Brother Polite, whoever the hell that is. I don't even know who that is, but this is a supposed truther. So let's find out what this vato has to say. Okay. And the beauty of it is that this dude is saying something, and then he's got other people contradicting what he's saying because they feel like me that this vato, he ain't really talking. He just, well, you check it out, and then I'll give my commentary at the end. Put you that way. And as usual, the computer's acting a donkey. You don't want to start when it's supposed to. This thing decided that it wants to max out my my CPU. Yeah, I can't get it started really because it wants to max out the CPU. But okay, so excuse me. Let me see if I can get this going here. Okay. These truthers start off as they're telling you something for reals, but then they switch it up at it. There it is. There we go.
Your favorite rapper.
Okay. Let me see here.
You may look at the act in disdain. You still make
Hold up. Let me see if I can find where I was at.
so much.
We'll start right here.
So much. After a while, it's happening so much. Yeah, it was evil. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was evil. That thing was turned up like just cross the fucking street, nigga. But anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Use the language.
After a while, you develop a connection with that person through the media. So much so that even though you may look at the act in disdain, you still make concessions to it because after all, this person has helped you during trying times when you was going through things through the art form of comedy or music. So, you know what? We just going to let him slide. You know what? We're going to let another one slide. And you know we're going to let another one slide. And then eventually what happens? You're in a state of acceptance. And you say, yo, I used to be tripping about that shit. But now I understand. No, you don't, man. This shit is called social engineering, man.
And that's a part of the school that in the school, you're going to be able to fix them with that.
We got to reverse socially engineer these people. We got to reverse social engineering. That's what the school is about. But we got to first teach the people how you being seduced on every interval, even through Christianity.
Here you go. Here's a lie. Here's a lie.
Saying that the only reason I'm getting up every morning, pause, is because this man, and you got to get on your knees to worship this man. Like, come on, why we can't have a female God? Why the brothers can't worship a female God? I mean, it's convenient for the women. Oh, Jesus woke me up every day. That's some convenient shit. But what about me? I got to accredit me waking up and my motivation to wake up every morning to Jesus. That's why I say my black woman is God. She make me want to wake up every day. You can give that credit to a...
Okay, so there he is, disrespecting God. Now we got this other female that's countering what he's saying. Listen to what she has to say. See if I can get the thing started. This thing's acting up. Okay, see how they come in with the supposed truth, supposedly, then They then they
what's up,
see. Hold
family?
on, let me see what this chick's talking about here. Sorry for all these interruptions. I had it all set up, but my computer is
That's
acting
what
up.
this motherfucker did.
Excuse the language.
He made it seem like something was wrong with me. And something was wrong with Pharaoh. Like something's wrong with us in the head. And not to pay attention to us because something is wrong with us mentally. This is what the fuck he did. This is what the fuck he said. And it's very insulting for someone to do some shit like that. And this is the thing. You know, I don't want to get on. I don't like bragging about my past or nothing like that. I'm not someone that likes to talk about anything of that type of nature of me doing something to somebody. But this motherfucker right here, he'll make you want to kill his ass. This fucking brother Polite, because that is the most insulting shit you can fucking do to somebody, knowing that you're not doing right. And instead of you trying to handle the situation, you're going to say that the people that are making these videos, something is wrong with them in the head. You see what I'm saying? And the thing is that he got on there and he straight up lied. He straight up lied. And to the average person who's not on his level intellectually, the shit would sound funny to them. It'll sound like he's making sense and it's funny. But the shit ain't funny and the shit is dumb. Because he got on there and said that I was booking a flight to come yell at him in his face about some books and DVDs.
Okay, so that's this lady saying how that one dude, and then here's another one about young Pharaoh exposes Polite and Ank's faggotry. You can find all these on YouTube. The first one is called, the second one was Polite is a lying bitch, excuse my language. And the third one, the first one I forget what it was called. But, and then we'll check out this. Here he's fighting with somebody, so let's see what they're talking about on this one.
Because everybody going crazy. I want to say this to Polite. I want to clear something up real quick. All right. Because my question to you, Polite, is nobody's hating on you because you're in Beverly Hills. But my question to you is through a personal experience that I not only experienced, but I know people personally who've experienced and who've come to me who've experienced it off of me putting the experience out. So this whole video you've been speaking live, what the people want to know and what I want to know is this: Are you conscious that there are people buying merchandise or services from your website and those services not being delivered? If you are conscious of that, are you ignoring that? Or if you are not conscious of that, what will you do to compensate for those people who are literally selling their fucking homes and houses to seek help from you? That's what we want to know. Because like I told you before, I'm not here to say you're a scam artist. I'm not here to say you're nothing. I'm here to say that I had a horrible business experience with you, and I want to know, are you conscious of that? Because if you are conscious of that, are you ignoring it? Because it's not just me, like you said, one person. No, it's not one. It's probably about 100 to be realistic. So we want to know, are you consciously ignoring? We want to know, are you consciously ignoring? Let me know when I can speak. All right, give me one more. All right, I got you. Give me one more sec. We want to know, are you conscious that there are people such as myself who love and trust Polite enough to go to his website for a service and not get that service? If you are conscious of that, are you ignoring the people? If you are not conscious of that, what will you do to compensate the people? Now, I never said you never didn't send me my money back.
Okay, so this one is about him selling tickets to the truth. So like I said, and here's the last one. This is going to run for 3 minutes, so I'm just going to let it play the whole thing. I haven't even heard this one, so I'll be hearing it live with you guys right now.
Whew. Polite, it is over for you, man. I'm sorry, dog. Psych. You know,
Polite has
the first time I knew
been a fraud.
Polite was full of shit is when I went to one of his events at Nicholas Bookstore, and this nigga, whew, it was crazy because I purchased one of his books, Solar Numerology, and somewhere in that book either page 78 or page 178 or something like that. It's missing. That bitch is missing. So I was like, okay, let me go ask him about it. So I go ask him about it, and with a straight face, no hesitation, I told him, polite, hey, man, I was reading your book, and it's missing a page. And he looked at me, and with a straight face again, this nigga said, email me, and I'll email you the page. I was like, in my mind, I was like, is he serious? You know, I was like, is he serious? Okay. You email me the page? Then I started thinking to myself, okay, so if my book was missing a page, then all of them motherfuckers gotta be missing a page, because you do all of it at once. So I'm pretty sure you know that it's missing a page, one, and you just kept doing it just to make your money at these events, because back then it was like books was popping out like every event you was doing, so you was rushing that shit. Or you just didn't care. You just didn't care. You know, you're making your money. So yeah, that nigga said he was gonna email me the page. Ain't that about a bitch? So if you got that book, Solar Numerology, I guarantee you it's a missing page. And if you got that book, take a picture, post that shit, show that shit. Polite lucky, because I left all his books in Connecticut. If I had his books with me right now, I would show y'all everything. The shit is mediocre. But we wanted to believe that we had somebody on our side. But that nigga was fraud from the get-go. Peace.
Okay, so now we got, and then there's a gang of more other people just jamming on this vato. So basically, man, these so-called truthers, Yashkara, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of Yashkara bashers, haters going to come on this video and start hating on me. But do you think I care? I don't care. I'm going to unsubscribe your channel. Go ahead. Bye-bye. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. Okay, what? These vatos are selling tickets to the truth. So los amigos, they're selling tickets to the truth. $29.95 or $39.95 or books or whatever they're doing. Come on, guys. Do you really need tickets to the truth? Come on, man. I mean, the truth is the truth. I mean, and it should be just, I mean, wow, really? And the one that really cracks them up is they're selling tickets to the truth, and then they, so whoever came out with all this supposed quote unquote truth, like with the birth certificate and the Illuminati and the flat Earth, and all this Mandela effect, whoever coming out with all these supposed truths, these are just psyops. And forgive me for saying these guys, but the hustlers of the world are seeing this away just to punk other people out of their money, and they're no worse than the New World Order that they're trying to expose. That's all they're doing. With me, I'm never going to sell you tickets to the truth. You're never going to see a price tag on one of my videos talking about, give me money, nah, man. This is Real Talk Presents. The truth is the truth. I'm just going to spit it out. I'm not going to package it up. Well, if you hang out with me for 1 hour, I will tell you how it's going to work. And then at the end of the thing, well, it'll just cost you $69.95, and then I will send you the video with the complete truth. Have you seen those videos? Nah, man, I'm just going to come. You come over here and you just click on the thing. You might have to endure some humpy-dumpy ads or whatever, because I'm monetizing and get a couple pennies thrown at me. As a matter of fact, they're stealing my pennies. YouTube is reversing all the charges. My subscribers have gone up, but the views went backwards and the money went down. Now, I'm not trying to expose, the private thing that me and YouTube got. Otherwise, I would show you pictures. But I don't want to do that just because, it's not prudent for me to do that. But anyway, going back to this. These vatos are selling tickets to the truth. That's scandalous. So that's got to be a red flag to you guys. Okay, so when anytime somebody's selling tickets to the truth, man, most likely it's not really cool. You can already see the scam. You should already know that there's a scam present. I mean, all of us are pretty smart, and we all guard our money because we know that that's what you're supposed to do. Everybody's looking to rip you off, I don't even know who this Brother Polite is, but I know, see, and that's what they do. They give you tidbits of what's going on, because what he said is true, that they're using the artist to seduce you, but who doesn't know that? I mean, how many people how many of us out here cannot see that Beyonce's devilish? That she's, possessed by Satan, the evil spirits and Satanism and all that. So, I mean, come on, that's not, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that. I mean, there's a lot of people that are asleep, but how many people get on YouTube and watch these videos? People are starting to wake up. Now what's really happening is they're picking their sides, like that shooting in Germany, I think it was, Munich, Germany. And then now they're on a state of emergency. So now it's been extended 3 times, according to that one video I was watching. So now they're walking around with AK-47s in the street. You see? It's already starting. See, rumors of wars and rumors of wars. Bible, true. The Mandela effect, the Bible change. Yeah. Anyway, everything Jesus says, right on the money. See, you see? One thing I gotta applaud to North Carolina. I think it's North Carolina. Get down, Mr. Governor of North Carolina. I'm glad that you said hell nah to the LGBT gay crap over there, and you're like, hell no, you can't just go in the damn bathroom lying, talking about I'm a homo boy just to go being a pervert in the women's bathroom. Man, the women's bathroom needs to stay for women, and the men's bathroom needs to stay for men. Come on, man. I mean, how long has that been there? Well, we're not going to allow no more judgment and be calling. That's what you are. You're a sinner. If you're on deck with all this gay junk, you're a sinner, and you're going to die in your sin. You're going to get burnt up. Now, I don't care if everybody leaves. If everybody leaves, then everybody leaves, and I guess my YouTube channel will just fall apart and just won't be nothing no more. It don't matter to me. I'm in no rush to try to collect these little pennies that they're throwing at me anyway. It's not a big deal. I mean, I can use it, but, I'm taking my sweet time. Anyway, what I'm getting at is this. Get down, Mr. Governor from North Carolina, for you standing up and talking about, no, we want family values. That's how we finna get down. Get down. I mean, you can be, and no offense to the audience, hear me out. I know that there's racism out in the country. And just by hearing me talk, you know that I'm a Mexican, okay? But now that I'm starting to see the bigger picture, I'm glad that whoever that governor is, and most likely he's a white guy, and I hate using those terms as white, Mexican, black, Asian. I hate using all those division words that we've been taught since we were babies. We should just be referring to each other as men and women, because that's what it really is. All this class stuff and all these different classes, and all these other different social statuses and social class, all that ain't, that's not good for us, because all that really is them dividing and conquering. They're dividing the people so they can conquer us easy, because now you're in your own little group. But anyway, kudos to North Carolina governor. I don't even know your name, but I believe it's South Carolina. I think it's South Carolina. Well, over there in the Carolinas, they said no to letting the LGBT stuff go through the bathrooms, because, that's an invasion of privacy for the women and for men. You can't just be having people in there that don't belong in there. And I don't care how many fake laws they pass. I'm telling you guys, I know this is straying off into a different topic, but you know, it's kind of all the same, because one thing is leading to the other. You're gonna have to pick your side. You better grow a set of big ass balls, and you better start strapping them on, and you better start saying something. I suggest everybody out there, you better start letting it be known from right now what side you're on, because that's what's going on right now. All this terrorism, the supposed fake attacks, terrorism, all that terrorism, because it's just them causing problems. That's all it is. Like the shootings in Dallas. You know damn well it was their own damn snipers that killed them cops. Now that's messed up. You know, I'm not a big cop fan. I'm not gonna lie, because you know the cops are hurting us, and they're going against our rights, and they're violating our rights. But not all police do that, though. I got a friend that's a police officer. He's a police captain that goes to my church, and he's a nice guy. I mean, we get along fine. So I mean, I don't have no problem against law enforcement. So not all police are bad. They're just in a very, very nasty ass position, because they're caught between doing what's right, you know, by the Constitution, and that's the governing law of the land, the document that governs the law. That's the law of the land that they're supposed to follow, and the corruption that's above them. If they don't comply, then they have the, you know, they have that blackmail. Either you do it or you're fired. And then they lose their livelihood, and they can't feed their kids, and they can't, you know, they lose their livelihood. They lose their wives and their homes. And so being a policeman is not as easy as everybody thinks, you know. So at the end of the day, let's look at that word, policeman. You see, he's a man. He was a man before he was a police, or he was a woman before she was a police. That's an actual man there, standing with arms and legs, and has a mind and a heart and bones, and they can break, and he can feel pain and all that. You know, we got to remember those things. At the same time, Mr. Policeman, you got to remember that when you're there trying to get into my car and trying to harm me and trying to cause damage and harm to me, that's not fair either. That's why the Bible is put in place, you know. Thou shalt not covet. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. And the police department is teaching you guys to con us out of our rights, to make us self-incriminate and violate our Fifth Amendment right to not self-incriminate and things of that nature. You see, so you guys, you know, I know it's hard being a policeman, but come on, man. You know, when you're dealing with the public and you're dealing with private citizens, I mean, we still have rights. No matter how many laws you guys pass, we still got rights. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not letting go of my Bible. I'm not letting go of the Constitution. I don't care what they say. I don't care. You're a terrorist. Yeah, I'm a terrorist then. Fine. I don't want to let the Bible, God is controlling you through the Bible. Yeah, I want to be controlled by Jesus. How about that? Now I said it. Now what you going to do? I like being controlled by Jesus. How about that? So what? I'd rather be controlled by Jesus than being controlled by Satan and getting burnt up. I'll tell you that right now. These vatos selling tickets to the truth, that's all a scam. I mean, it's just a scam straight up, in your face. Anyway, kudos to the governor in the Carolinas, whichever it may be. I think it's north or south. I forget. I think it's south. Good for you for standing up for your people there on that part of the country, because we need more people like that to stand up and say no. I was just telling my brother today that we have the right. This morning they called me. Just so on the recorded line. Nope, sorry, no recorded line. I don't want to talk on a recorded line. Have a nice day. And I hung up on him. So all you have to say is no. Sit. It's real easy. Now they like making things complicated so they can freak you out. The more people you deal with, the more of your joy they're going to steal from you. I'm enjoying being a private man. I'm private most of the time, but I gotta go. You gotta go out in public. You gotta go buy the groceries. You gotta go interact and do things out in the public. Buy your clothes or whatever. You know, whatever you're doing. You know, eventually you gotta wander out into the public. But for me, that's why I like being a loner. I like being in private. I like my privacy. And it's not that private because they done snuck some bugs in my house. They think I'm stupid and I don't know. I know I'm being bugged. I'm not dumb. But trust me. The day I say no and I completely don't want to be bugged, trust me, they will not bug me at all. Trust me. You know, I do have the intelligence enough to kick them to the curb when I say so, when my boss say so. So, anyway. Don't buy the tickets to the truth. If you see tickets on sale for $29.95 from Yash Kara or on their website, buy my T-shirt. You know, come on. Buy the T-shirt to the end of the world. Really? You're collecting money, but the world's going to end? What is that? Saskia, give me your money and we're all dying. We're going to die, but pay me while we're dying. No, man, come on, man. Be smart. For the folks that don't know that that's a scam, that's a scam. Come on, man. You do not need to pay money for tickets to the truth. Okay, come on. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth here. If you want to donate to my channel because you find my truth either funny, interesting, or whatever, and you want to help me out, then I'm going to say thank you. Hey, man, hey, real talk, I'm going to donate $1 or $5 or 10 or I'll give you this, whatever. I'll be like, cool. I can't even receive it at this point. But you can offer it, and then I could try to figure something out. But you're never ever gonna see me selling you tickets to the truth, because that's not how I get down. I don't feel that the truth has a little price tag on it, but many people do. So the next time you see the tickets to the truth, you better watch out, man, because your pocket's going to get ready to get robbed. You're going to get robbed. And here's the worst part, and I'm going to leave you with this one. You're going to consent to be robbed. I want to rob you, okay? Okay. Give me $60. Okay. And sit and come and buy tickets to the truth. Okay. And I don't want you complaining later, because once you find out that it's a scam. Okay. If you don't want to be robbed, then don't buy the tickets to the truth, because it's a bunch of malarkey, okay? And I'm using these corny words because, you know, I know the cool foul language, but I'm not going to use that because, you know, I can't do that. So I'm using the corny, the humpy dumpy words, the Larry Lunchbox words. Anyway, look, guys. I gotta get out of here because I got some things to do, but I just want to stop by and throw a rock at this proof guy or this polite vato, this brother polite, because you gotta watch out for vatos like that, because, you know, tickets to the truth, it's not happening, man. Anyway, y'all be careful and y'all guys stay up, and I'm gonna catch up with you guys next time.